I know what I can kind of picture that. Yeah.
It's 80s hair.
Well, so growing up in Sarge's house, man, until I was a senior in high school, I couldn't grow a mullet out. He wouldn't let. There's no way. Here's a crazy Sarge story. This is how conservative my dad was when I was growing up. So Fast Times, you made reference to that. That movie comes out, and you know it broke big when that came out. Those fucking black and white checkerboard vans.
Oh yeah, big time. I had a pair.
So I don't even know. I obviously I was too young to watch the movie. I mean, I probably shouldn't have. I don't remember if I did or not. But anyway, I wanted a pair of those Vans so bad. And my dad would not let that happen. Those were just too far out in left field for him. And to this day, I've owned a ton of pairs of Vans, but I have never owned a pair of black and white checkerboard Vans.
If they were cheap and I could find a pair and knew what his size was, I'd get him a pair for Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Sarge.
Maybe we could find them in like olive drab and black checker.
I bet you can. But see, my dad's reached the age that he don't give a fuck, man. Like, he would wear them. He wouldn't give two shits.
1822, Don.
So, like, I don't know if it would really go over as it would have went over better, like, 20 years ago. Hey, here's a cool story about Sarge.
Okay.
I was talking to him the other day, and this year marks the 40th anniversary of Tulsa Police Department's Special Operations Team.
Yeah.
So they're having their annual Christmas party this Friday, and they called and asked my dad. My dad was one of the original members of the original team. And there's only I think there's 3 of them, maybe.
He's OG SOT.
Yeah, very OG. But they asked him to come and speak and give a brief history of the team for their Christmas party. So he was pretty stoked about that, man. I like that those guys reach out to my dad and they kind of understand his place in the history of all that down there. That's kind of cool. So he was pretty stoked, man. He come about going down there and speaking. So anything that puts my dad in a good mood, man, I'm all for that.
He's probably going to get in front of him and be like, so what I need you guys to do, what I need you guys to do is quit the police force, go to work for a gun manufacturer, and go speak and teach classes all over the place. You make a shit ton of money. Shit ton of money. Just do that.
Here's a weird deal, dude. So, like, okay, we talk about my dad and his place in the tactical community, and I just made reference that he was on and ran the SWAT team here for a number of years. But so, like, he told me at one time, like, when he first got on the department, you got caught with a joint. That was a felony. People were going to prison over that back then.
Straight up.
And so, like, I haven't really been partaking on a regular basis in the medical marijuana because I got busy. I haven't thought about it. And I mean, no real conscious decision. At that time, my ER visits have also increased. So my dad calls me and he's like, hey, I need you to get back on the medical marijuana. He's not going to say weed. But I had this conversation with him today and he's like, hey, you been staying on top of that? You've been, doing it a few times a day? Yeah, Dad. Are you sure? You're not just telling me that, are you? No. And I'm like, I'm actually having a conversation with my dad who's telling me to make sure I keep smoking weed.
And he's calling back and checking on you to make sure you have.
I know, right? I'm like, how weird is this? I never saw this ever.
All you McShines are the same.
All the McShines are the same, brother.
Does your clan come from, like, Ireland?
Oh, man.
Or is it actually, it's like an Irish McDonald's. McShine.
There is Irish, Hispanic, like I'm kind of a mutt, dude. I mean,
that's right, because your grandmother's Hispanic. So.
Yeah, I'm just.
Okay, so way back in the day when your greats or whatever met, you got the McShine clan, and you have Rodriguez or what was your? Well, it doesn't matter. We'll just say Rodriguez.
Yeah, let's just go with that.
So the McShines and Rodriguez's. So you got people coming from Ireland who like to drink and fight, and then you're marrying somebody from Mexico who like to drink and stab people. So
I already see a problem coming.
Yeah, so it's no wonder your dad became SOT.
Right? Yeah.
He was just trying to
go someplace a little bit more peaceful, man.
Well, yeah, he's trying to get away from his mom. She pull off a high heel and start throwing it at him. It's like a boomerang.
See, like that, okay, see, that's a weird deal because, like, that side of my family there's like English and I'm think German maybe, I mean, like literally, dude. Like we're all over the place.
Oh,
It's
that's right. It's on your
ridiculous.
mom's side. The Hispanics on your mom's side. Yeah, right.
Hispanic and Irish on that one. How did we get to this genealogical conversation? What the hell?
I don't know.
Yeah, it all went downhill after you spit in that shot glass.
So pineapple.
I like to eat it.
I like to eat it. Yeah, it's in my shit's sucking today. When I want to talk like Christopher Walken, I can't. But if
I told
just
you,
throw
man,
it
the
in
best
there,
ones are when you're not even trying.
Yeah. Well, and it's like our show. You know, some of the best shows that we have is when we're not trying.
Yeah.
You know, we're just like.
I feel like this show has turned into like a phone conversation between you and I.
It has, and it's. I don't know. It's kind of like therapy to me today. I've worked so much this week that just being able to talk to another human being is awesome.
Yeah.
But there are some human beings that are not awesome, and they show up sometimes in our Facebook feeds, in our Instagram feeds, hardly ever in a Twitter feed, but yeah, mainly Instagram and Facebook. Who's just like gone through imagine a 40-year-old male just went through a breakup.
But let's just say
you look at the memes and you like. I was like, oh, this girl just got her heart broke. No, not a girl, 40-year-old guy. What? Nut up.
I just why okay, and I'm just going to speak in general terms. I don't get why people on either man or a woman put that kind of stuff into your feed on social media. Like, what are you trying to do? Are you trying to get everybody to give you sympathy, or and if you are, can't you call them?
It is stupid people. They air their sad, pathetic, attention-seeking lives on my damn social media, and it pisses me off. And you know, some of these people are decent friends. Some of them not so much. The not so much, I just unfriend. The decent ones, I just have to unfollow.
Yeah,
because if you unfriend them, then the whole world gets turned upside down. They're like, oh my God, why is Tiddy not my friend anymore? And so they start calling my wife at work. What's wrong with Tiddy? Is he mad at me? Blah, blah, blah. It's like, oh my God. So if you just unfollow, but not unfriend, boom, problem solved.
Does it notify them if you unfollow them?
No.
Apparently not.
No, but
I just don't get it, man. Like, I mean, do people, I guess that's where we're at in society. I guess there's so much validation coming from social media.
I guess. I mean, I don't know what the answer is. The only thing I do know is that dadgummit people, keep your home life off Facebook. You know, do like the Instagram pictures that all the chicks send out, like all the ugly chicks. And for you guys listening, if you're an ugly chick, you know what I'm talking about. You take a picture on the Instagram thing, and you get in there, and you run the filters and all that mess, and all of a sudden you went from being like 307 to about 145.
Do that with your Facebook post. Clean them up.
Exactly. Make them look pretty, and don't air your crap out there. Do you see me airing my crap out there? No. The only thing I do is self-promotion. That's it. Look at me.
I just wish I knew what's the byproduct of that? What are you looking to happen? Somebody's going to read it and contact you? Why don't you just contact somebody and talk about it?
Yeah, but I mean, there are some people that answer back and be like, I'm so having to go through this. I went through a couple of breakups, and it took me a week or so, and then I got back on my feet and was doing stuff. Dude, this is like 3 months of just crap. You're sad every day.
And then you got a private conversation happening in a public arena. Like, why do you think anybody wants to read all that shit? And shame on you for you fools that are sitting around reading it too.
Or you get this, and I'm not kidding you, dude. And it's gone across my feed several times. I just have no more. I'm out. I'm gone.
Except to post this status update.
I love everybody. I'm gone. And then they'll be back like 6 hours later. Oh, people, you're getting this all twisted out of shape. I just went out for a jog.
What? Yeah, like what?
Don't word shit like you're going to kill yourself. Seriously, because what I would love to do, and I think I'm going to start doing this now. Anybody that leaves something vague like that or just actually says, you know what, I'm done killing myself. See y'all. Bye. In the advice or in the comments, I'm going to
comment.
Tell them how to do it. Straight up.
I'd be careful. Remember that chick they charged? They charged with murder. I think they convicted her. That we talked about in the news a couple of weeks ago. She was taunting that guy and telling him how to kill himself.
Oh, I heard that.
Yeah.
I heard that. Another PBR just got born. It's coming out of Mama Can, going straight into Mr. McShine.
Oh, love me the pap spoon.
I gotta tell you something, man. I feel for Willie Nelson.
What? What you feel for him?
Yeah, man. He had to quit smoking weed. Now I'm sure he's doing edibles. He's got to be because he weighs like $105 and looks like he's nauseated all.
Well, he's already said that was taken out of context. That he said he's going to quit smoking weed. He didn't say he was going to quit partaking of marijuana.
Yeah, he'd be better off vaping concentrate.
Eating some of that cheesecake we had that one night.
Good God Almighty! We need to. I swear to God, Havis Chadwick, you're my.
You know what we should do? We should get like a Rice Krispie treat from him, split it, and then record a podcast.
That would be.
It might be 3.5 hours long when we're done, but we should do it.
That would be awesome. And then the very next day, my employer would be like, Mr. Mason, see you in the office.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Not a bad idea. It's a great idea. It's a great idea that just hasn't quite come around yet. Live, especially around.
This show has been crazy ever since you spit in that fucking shot glass, dude.
I know it went out of control.
Not making it easy.
So what's Willie going to do now? I mean, seriously, you go to a Willie Nelson concert, and he's probably going to be playing with Chris Christopherson, so that's going to be off the chain. That's a party in the making there. And then, so Willie's like, man, let's get you back on the tour. Oh, hang on.
Man, we need to get you back on the tour, boss.
Because he sounds like he has no sinuses. Anyways, what are you going to do? Go back to the tour bus and eat gummies?
I was going to change the vibe and the dynamic, huh?
Red, green, white, or yellow?
You know what? I've never seen Willie Nelson in concert.
No way.
Yeah, isn't that crazy? I've never seen Willie in concert.
I've seen like 6.
I don't know how, man.
I don't know. I have to go back and figure it out. But yeah, it's like 6 or 7 times. And that was awesome. I saw him at Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Yeah. When I was stationed over on the East Coast, we'd gone to a NASCAR race. He was playing like 2 days later. So we were on leave. Like, yeah, screw it. We're going to hang around for Willie. Didn't know much about pot back then. This has been 30-ish years ago.
Mm-hmm.
We're in our uniforms. It would kind of be frowned, I'm sure. But yeah, we went to that Willie Nelson concert, and I'm here to tell you, dude, we had to get our uniforms clean. I mean, like
weed.
Yeah, we bagged our stuff. Like, bagged it in a trash bag.
That was back in the days when it was just like all dirt weed, so it just had that nasty, like super skunky
smell
yeah, to it, like
real skunky. But it stayed on the clothes, so we had to bag all that stuff up, and because we didn't want nobody smelling it. Somebody catch just a little sniff of that, and
open up Pandora's box to.
Yeah, it depended on how good a friend they are to what the outcome was going to be.
Yeah.
Are you going to say
something? Yeah, dude, I've never seen Willie, man. I'd love to. You know, it'd be a good show. Willie Nelson and Cody Jean.
Oh, I'm sure that'd be bomb. Because I saw Willie and Chris Christopherson twice. Both of those.
I bet that was dope.
Both of those were here in Tulsa.
Oh, really?
One of them at the Canes.
Oh man, the Canes is such an iconic. Only place in Oklahoma that the Sex Pistols ever.
Yep.
Was the Canes Bowl.
Yeah, and I can't remember the artist who said it. It was way back in the day. But the premise is basically, you haven't made it in music. And once you played the Canes in Tulsa, you've made it.
Nirvana even play there?
Dude, Nirvana played there back when they were nobody or becoming some. I even think the Foo Fighters played way, way back in the day.
I think I remember that. I think I've heard that.
Yeah. Early on in most people who you knew were going on to greatness play at the Canes. I mean, there's a few that play there that are local that'll never go anywhere. Like, country music guy plays. He's real good friends with Cody Cannon from the Stillwater. Help me out, somebody. Bueller.
Oh, Oh man, now you got a couple of names running through my head. I just can't get to the end of my tongue.
I know.
God dang it!
It's fun.
Jason Bowling.